Okay, so once you are done drawing your lines from intersection to intersection and you have this design that you're working with, then you need to decide, do I want to keep all of the lines? So you can see in here, in some of these spaces, where I have erased the lines in this whole space, but if I do that here, I need to do the same thing on the other side. Some of them I've decided I want to keep. I've erased some over here and kept some here. I might still decide that I want to take out some more, and I might decide that I want to add a little bit more. Like I could go from this intersection here to this intersection here now. If it's a straight line, you want to use a ruler, but if I do that over here, then I need to make sure that I find the same points over here on the other side, and I need to do that over here on the other side, and I'm allowed to go from point to point, but I don't want to do that on mine, so I'm going to take that one out and leave it like that. So you'll erase all of that. Then when you get your design the way you want it, if you used one of these tools to trace those lines, then you need to use those to trace them with your black Sharpie. I would use the smaller black Sharpie to trace, and then I would use a wider tip Sharpie to fill in some larger areas. So if you've got curved lines and you used your protractor for those curved lines, find the curve, match it up, and please use that to trace your lines like that. Mine went all the way around, so replace it. That way you're going to save yourself a lot of hard work by doing it this way. Okay, and then I believe on this one I have to turn a little to get that, and then I can go over here. So if you use those tools to make those lines, you need to use these tools to trace those lines. The helix ruler that you have on your desk is really nice. The clear rulers that you have in your bags are really nice because they allow you to kind of see where you're going. And so you will trace all the pencil lines that you have with your Sharpie. So places like this, where I know I probably used this. If I didn't use that one, I may have used that one. Find your angles again. I probably used a French curve for that. So I just have to find what I used, and then I'm going to trace all of that. Then you're going to decide, where am I going to put invented textures and pattern? Where am I going to fill in? It's just going to be black. You're going to have to make those decisions, and then you can start filling in some of these places like this and filling them all in. But if I do that over here, you want to make sure that you do that over here as well so you don't get lost. And start building that way with your design. I could go through here, I could use maybe my helix ruler. There's lots of little circles in here that are the same. Maybe I'm going to fill in one of my places with just some little circles in here, and I'm going to use my exact circles. I like that, and use that and fill up this whole space here with these circles. Invented textures that we talked about earlier in the course. You can do things like that. Okay? I might want to fill in the spaces in between those circles. So you're going to have a high contrast image, black and white, with some planes filled in, some indented patterns, but if I do that here, I want to do that over here. I want to make sure that I trace using whatever tool I use initially and work with that. That'll take you a couple of days to get that far.